but I always try as...
Fuck, I don't know what that word means. What does that word mean?
I've had a tumultuous relationship.
I swear to God. What does tumultuous relationship mean? Is a rocky relationship that never seems to even out. It has a very high highs and very low lows. Like me with you guys. You may be in tumultuous relationship if you two have same fights over and over. Sounds like fucking toxic, not bloody thingy. I'm sure that's not what they meant.
With this creator, but I always try and see the good in people, so I always try and, you know, support. Again, my naivety on TikTok, and I hold my hands up. I wish I could redo some of the things that I did at the start, but I can't, and that's on me. I think many of us share that frustration. But we struck up a really good connection, and last year when this creator had problems with their partner, Sophie reached out to me, and again, I'm not going to repeat all of that stuff. You guys know, and if you don't know, have a
random shit and being an absolute bell end, so it's probably so you can go watch it yourself if I bore the shit out of you. Which
regards to the relationship, Sophie's relationship broke down with this. He didn't agree, condone, and like the things that were happening, and she started to realise what sort of relationship she was in. So she stepped away from the creator, and then she sought help, and that's where I come into it. Since Sophie left this creator, and it's been about, I'd say 10 months, don't quote me, but it's since last year, it's been a good few months. Not only has this creator, as you see, been harassing and bullying Zach for every single thing he's got. And this is the thing, she's also been harassing me. You know, I've got loads of text messages of screenshots between me and the said creator and saying that it was all my fault, and she's going to threaten to...
This is the longest drum roll ever. How harsh.
Expose me and the things I said about Zach. Zach and I have had a conversation.
That's the is doing well, guys.
We've gone up and down in our relationship. That's for another day when he tells his story. We will. The thing is, I just want you to put all the blocks together so you know this is credible. That I had a friendship with this creator, it broke down. I had a friendship with Zach, and it...
Stick the fucking tumultuous or whatever you were saying. Don't be fucking saying spicy, Jesus. I mean, I think everybody's had a spicy relationship with Zach, right? That's the next export.
A troubled start, but we're like family now. And Sophie walked away from this creator, and then really that's the changing point. And that's when you guys on TikTok have seen the campaign come for Zach. Whilst that's been going on TikTok, what you guys need to know is that it's been happening off the app with ex-mods that have left.
It's fucking mental, this whole like mod chat shit and everything like that, isn't it? Isn't it?
Ex-gifters like me that have left, and obviously someone who is not just a mod and a gifter, but someone who thought that they were a very good friend of this creator and was led to believe that as well. So
I have a mod chat. I have a mod chat, and it's literally just about moderating the chat. Like literally, like how fucking hard is it? How hard is it to just fucking do that shit? You know what I mean? It's insane. No memes, nothing. Like literally, it's just fucking. Hey, have you seen that person in the chat? Do we need to do this? Can you do that? Literally, the fuck.
So anyway,
I've no
taking my time, so I want to make sure
Yeah, it's boring on purpose. That's all it needs to be. Like, I don't fucking understand it. I mean, most of my mods I actually know in real life. They're my friends. Have been my friends for fucking years, you know. But even the people who aren't, like, fucking somebody moderates for you, right? They're doing it for free, first of all, to try and keep your platform safe and all that sort of stuff. It's a big thing for somebody to be doing that to you. They're doing it for fucking free. They're doing it because they support whatever you do and because they're fucking good eggs. I don't know why you would then put them under pressure, because you know somebody who'll go to the effort to moderate for you is so, you know, it's going to be somebody who really supports you. So right there, be like, you really support me, you do this.
top of having to deal with those things, she's having behind the scenes, and you're going to hear about this, and Sophie's going to talk about it. I'm going to play a voice note that Sophie sent me the other day, because I want everyone to understand that Sophie gives permission for this to be shared. She wants to share this story and she wants it to be shared to share awareness, and that's all. Because it's
Morning, guys. Everyone just joining in, and thank you for all the follows. Yes, this is my backup account, so make sure you've got it.
it's important that other people don't get caught in this toxic cycle that she was caught up in. And it's important that us gifters, ex-mods and viewers take our voice back a little bit. And we hope that this encourages other people to come forward and not be frightened to speak. I'm going to play this. Just listen to this.
Can we see my top? It's just Ainsley Harriet, and it says, give your meat a good old rub. Motto I'm fully supporting.
Just listen to this. Her story on TikTok. Just bear with me a minute. Mods, can you just let me know when I start playing it that you can hear it properly, please? Because we don't have
Oh, what are they going to play?
fandangled stuff like Zach does, unfortunately. I'm like 1,000 years old. Right.
Record? Fucking hell, I'm actually kind of glad that didn't record because I just broke down big time. But I was basically
Motherfucker. It's not this live that's on a loop. It's whatever the fuck this is.
the fact that... Okay, 1 second. The fact that...
Fuck me.
Is it lagging, guys? I've just stopped it. Is it lagging?
I've heard about 3 seconds of this exposure and I'm already fucking upset. Like, what the fuck? Oh, this is going to be a hard one, isn't it?
Glitching.
Fuck. I know.
All right, I'll just stop for a second.
If it lags for anyone, just come out, and then come back into the live.
I've checked we've got full Wi-Fi, everything's working this end, so is it okay?
Obviously, trigger warnings on the screen, guys. You're under no pressure at all to watch this. Fucking hell. I already feel like I need to fucking bow out. Jesus Christ.
It's probably just TikTok being okay. Just tell me again, guys. I'll stop this. I've got all night. I'll be here all night if I have to be. Right, okay. Ready? Sorry, guys. Hold on. Hold on. Don't know why. Hold on. Now it stopped doing it for me.
court because I just broke down big time. But I was basically saying that I can't get past what she's actually done to me.
Fucking hell.
The fact that okay, 1 second. The fact that I need to calm down. The fact that I felt like I needed to do everything for her because of how vulnerable she was. Well, how vulnerable she made out she was, and how she was so depressed.
Thank you so much for... So threats of coercive control then is one of the first accusations that's just coming out swinging here against Mama Kas. So for people who don't know what coercive control is, it's more like widely sort of known about in relationships. You know, like a partner. Coercive control can be in any situation. It doesn't have to be in a relationship and stuff. Yeah.
On live, having the best time of her life, doing battles after battles.
Like emotional blackmail, if you know what I'm saying.
And the fact that she had no family and she had no one. And I felt like I had to be there for her because I felt guilty because I had a family.
Yeah, this is a pre-recorded conversation, yeah. Of course it is, yeah.
There's a lot of times where I'd feel like, you never ask if I'm okay.
Financial manipulation, gaslighting and coercive control.
She's always in the way that she's always feeling the way that she's feeling. But I'm struggling. The longer I'm coming away from her, the more I'm realising how much of my life I put her life in front of my life. I made myself so ill over her. And I'm not saying where I'm at now is her fault. I'm not, because how can it be?
Don't apologise, Courtney. If anybody finds this triggering, please leave my life. You're under absolutely no pressure to be here. Honestly, I swear to God, even I'm finding this fucking difficult, and I've heard some shit over the years with exposures and stuff.
What I'm saying is, like, my life could be a little bit more different if I hadn't met her. Because I put her life in front of mine. I spent more time with her than I spent with my kids. My marriage broke down.
Fuck me. Jesus Christ. This poor woman, man. Fuck me. I hope she's okay. I don't. It sounds like a fucking stupid statement, that, because it clearly fucking isn't. But I hope she's feeling better. This is going to be so raw. A lot of people know who go to counselling and things like that. It can be so mentally exhausting and debilitating for like hours, maybe days afterwards and stuff. And that's all I'm thinking with this. You know what I mean? It's she's obviously felt it's very important to put a story out, and I agree. Always going to stand with people who do that. But it's got to have been just so fucking mentally exhausting. It's got to have been so hard to do.
I truly don't think she ever really did care about me. And I know she said she did, and she sees us all as friends. But no, I don't think she really did.
Right, so that's just an example of the absolute pain that Sophie's been dealing with. And I know some of you might think that's distasteful, but these are Sophie's feelings and it's valid. And I know this creator is going to try and spin any narrative. I also know this creator is going to come hard for me. I've already been threatened and I don't care. I'm not scared.
Jesus Christ.
You cannot hurt me. And I'm here to protect people like Sophie. So I hope you're listening, and I hope your mods are listening in the last couple of days and enabled you.
Fuck it. Right, Mama Kas, in my opinion, is a user of people. She has used me. I'm in no way being used in the way this lady has. And obviously I didn't feel like manipulated into it or something, but I definitely felt in our interaction that she was just using me as a resource. So we all know Mama Kas doesn't like Alpha Bar, right? Can't stand fucking Alpha Bar, like a lot of us, to be fair. I'm obviously not a fan. Now, Mama Kas had been contacted by a guy called Jordan Dash, who had all these voice notes of Alpha Bar in a group chat when she was, I'm not going to say the age, but she was under the age of, you know, she wasn't 18, right? This guy called Jordan Dash. So Mama Kas had him on her platform to bash Alpha Bar. Obviously, the numbers were high. She then got in touch with, I think it might have been via Misread and then to me on Instagram with me, and said, could I fact check what this Jordan Dash was saying and everything like that. So challenging Jordan Dash, which he was going, well, Alpha Bar was a kid in there, and these people are she's saying all these sexual things, and I was bringing it to TikTok. I was as objective as I usually am when looking into side, and was like, privately, obviously out of that group chat, and was like, this Jordan Dash is as fucking bad as her. Like, I was like, this isn't adding up or whatever. I mean, I'd have to go through the chat to exactly what I said, but that's what I was putting out. Kaz didn't want to hear that because she had somebody who she could put on a live stream to fucking attack Alpha Bar with, right? So if you go to my YouTube, you'll see there's a deep dive on Alpha Bar, but about a month later, there's also a deep dive on Jordan Dash. Because I stood by what I said. I was like, there's something going on here. When I looked into him, he was on another app doing videos with kids and fucking all sorts of shit. So, in that situation, I was just used, but then completely fucking ignored. So it's like, oh, and I don't know, because I didn't watch everything, but a lot of people say like, oh, get the fact freak to do that. Oh, the fact freak has looked into that. It's like, clearing something, so looked into all of this. Well, yeah, I was looking into it and I was saying shit doesn't add up. Why the fuck are you not doing this? Why are you not doing that? But didn't care. But the numbers were big in the room, obviously, so who gives a fuck, I suppose. I don't know whether you guys, obviously it's not as bad as this shit. It's obviously not as bad as this. I'm not fucking saying that at all. But that's an example, isn't it, of just being used as a resource.
Really, really take on board what you're about to hear today. Now, I got that message the other day from Sophie. We had a discussion. We talked about what she wants to do, and one of the things that's heavy on her heart is that she isn't able to speak her truth, and so she has to consume that and keep it inside of her. And right now she needs all of her energy to fight this illness and extend the time that she's got. And actually, by releasing this and telling her truth, is going to help her be in a better mental headspace. I mean, the harassment has stopped for now. 2 weeks ago, when I said creator to stop harassing her. Oh, and by the way, we've got receipts for this, and I'm not going to be pulling them up today. But if and when, truth is always going to come out. So now, I spoke to Sophie earlier. Sophie's very, very poorly today. She's got an incredibly sore throat and she's struggling. So we had a chat earlier and I recorded our conversation, and Sophie's going to tell you her story on a pre-recorded chat that we had earlier this morning, and she gives her consent to this for this to be shared.
Spoken about
If there's
creator is asking you for money or asking you for anything like that, or putting pressure under you, or you feel like constantly they are making you feel sad, stressed for them, upset at all that, reach out.
is about,
And block the fuck out of them.
please keep up the trigger warnings.
I just don't understand it. Imagine, like, there's people who message me fucking daily, loads of messages, about, you know, facts, have you seen this wrong, and facts, have you seen that, have you seen the other. Imagine if I was like, you know, I know you've messaged me a few times, but if you send us a £5, your awareness video will be first. Like, the fuck? Like, I just treat people the way you want to be treated and don't use them, man. Fucking
And please keep mentioning where the messages are pinned. The conversation does last some time, but it will give you the entire background of Sophie's story from the minute that Kaz came into her life. Whoops, I said it there. From the minute that creator came into her life, up until, well, present day, which is a couple of weeks ago. So I'm going to play it now.
Hi, Sophs. Are you ready?
Mods, can you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's start from the top, my darling.
Is it just like a full recording she just plays?
And take your time, yeah?
Yeah. But I came away from Kaz and I tried to heal in the fact that our friendship had broken down. But then seeing the way she's portraying herself all over TikTok, and she's being so awful towards certain creators and her mods and the old mods that have come out, have taken no accountability for it. Not once.
Can I just say, as somebody who's been involved in fucking loads of exposures and stuff, and especially with group chats, right? I'm going to use Misread as an example, okay? So this is the idea. This shows the strength of people speaking out can be, right? So obviously with Mama Kas, screenshots have come out from a mod, then a mod has spoken about screenshots live, and then that has prompted this lady to then come forward and share her story. Misread last year, I can't remember who the fuck it was, but one of her moderators came into somebody's live box and didn't realise that they could be heard. And they were speaking in a WhatsApp group, voice chat or whatever, making various comments about creators, including myself. That then obviously got screen recorded. Then it got a lot of fucking pressure. Then mods who are involved start going, I don't want to be fucking tarred with the same brush. Boom, here's some screenshots from inside of that group. Boom, here's some more shit. And it just goes boom. Because eventually, like I say, that's what the house of cards come crumbling down. But it's because of the people who have the strength to come forward, give other people strength. So big fucking respect.
Sorry, in fact, she was dancing and singing when she opened her boxes, almost like she was celebrating. And it was really, really hard to see. And I've had enough of watching her manipulate people even including Donna. I said to myself, every time I see Donna go live, I'm struggling to watch it because I can see that Kaz manipulating her behind the scenes. So, yeah, I just want to speak about it now because it's killing me. It's absolutely destroying me.
Yeah, I saw Mama Kas' response. I didn't see this. I watched it with you guys for the first time, and it was very me, and fucking deflection. But that's what people are good at on this app, I suppose.
And I feel like I need to get it off my chest.
Surprised they don't add deflection into their fucking blocked words, to be honest.
When I
Just giving them an idea.
first came onto TikTok, within like a couple of weeks, I came across Kaz. And it was like on my business account. And I just...
Yeah, Red's disowned Kaz in the same way Red's disowned Alex. Like, shit has come out, and to try and save herself, she's going to publicly be like, fuck off. I don't believe that it's literally ties cut. The fact that Kaz said that on a live and made everybody aware, didn't really have to do that, did you? So it's a bit straight. Like, it's one of these things. Just because somebody says, well, I've cut ties with them, doesn't mean they have. Like you ain't got access to their phones and their group chats or what the fuck's going on, have you? It's about save an image.
I just fell in love with her. I love her personality. Like, I thought she was really...
Do you know what I mean? Like, fuck off.
real.
Not adding Mama Kas to your blocked words because you don't want to talk about it.
I'm really genuine.
Right.
And I did. I started gifting Kaz quite big. Quite often. And it kind of... You kind of feel like it's a nice feeling, you know, when you're seeing that person happy. Yeah, I don't even like to talk about the whole gifting side of it because it's one of the biggest regrets of mine. And every time I would enter the chat, I wouldn't even have to say hello. She'd see that I joined. And she'd be like, oh, hello, what's it? No, say my business name.
Lots of people have added me to a hit list, don't worry. I've spent 3 years on this app exposing fucking wrong. Do you think none of them have ever tried to throw shade back at me. I mean, literally, people have rang the police on me about their deep dives while streaming it on TikTok. Don't worry about me. Couldn't give a shit.
And she'd always make me known, and I feel like I have to sort of come in and behind the scenes just sort of message me to say, I've got a big battle tonight, I'd really appreciate if you could help support me, and I'm having a really shitty week this week, it would mean everything to me if you could come and support. And I would. And then the longer I was there, about a year in, she started to like really befriend me. And I heard her on live the other day say that.
What was that? Hadn't she doing a live as well? I didn't know that.
We latched, I think.
Nobody will be over here though, will Ange? Because I'm boring.
We latched onto her.
Whoops.
And it was completely the other way around. She latches onto us. She latches onto any big gifter or anybody she thinks that can benefit her life, whether that's helping her with TikTok or giving her money, gifting, whatever. And we did. We formed, over the course of 3 years, we formed a really strong relationship.
Guys, obviously, it's very difficult for me to keep up with the chat, but people asking questions like what's going on or whatever, if some of you could just like fill people in, please, that would be really appreciative.
To the point that she depended on me for everything. And that was fine.
Oh, don't worry about the boring thing, man. It's just funny. Like, people are entitled to their own opinion. It's cool.
I did feel like she was vulnerable. She would call me, God, 10, sometimes 20 times a day. It was always, I need help with something, or...
It is financial grooming. It's 100% financial grooming. I mean, what do I have to look at? Like the proper definition of it. See if Google will explain. What is financial grooming?
According